Hi, I'm Frank and I'm part of Group 6, and today we're discussing our interesting findings on the case study of Chateau Margaux.
Over the past few years, the wine market has shown a trend of steady and growth. In the political side, if relations between countries turn worse, it could affect wine sales. Restriction and bans on alcohol in some countries will also affect Chateau Margaux sales. For example, people are forbidden to drink alcohol in the Middle East during Ramadan. In the economic side, wine sales are growing against the trend of economic crisis. In addition, fine wine make it a great alternative, risk-resistant investment asset. In the economic side, wine sales are growing against the trend of economic crisis. In addition, fine wines make it a great alternative, risk-resistant investment asset. In the environmental side, Chateau Margaux meets a dilemma. They are hard to keep the wine organic. This may affect the consumer's impression of the brand. Wine's quality also may be negatively affected by global warming in the future. In the technological side, new way of people's shopping and the new technique to breed better wines overseas may become the key factors to decide the long-term development of the wine brand. In the legal side, the age limit for drinking and advertising restriction will affect the wine market. In the social side, Chateau Margaux faces increasing competition from alternative wine brands. Consumers see fine wines as a way of lifestyle and a symbol of nobility. If Chateau Margaux fails to deliver that experience, it risks losing many consumers and losing the market to other brands. Chateau Margaux's main target consumer is the 40 to 70-year-old high-income wine enthusiasts. The concerned buyer's decision to buy is based on the taste of the wine. Luxury buyer buy Chateau Margaux as a symbol of high status. With the third wine, they attract consumers who are next generation and have not tried wine yet. Chateau Lafite Rothschild Bordeaux is undoubtedly Chateau Margaux's biggest competitor. In 2021, Lafite lists top traded fine wine on LiveX, which is a global marketplace for the wine trade. Since Chateau Lafite Bordeaux's wine is much more expensive than Chateau Margaux's, consumers who use wines as a status symbol are more likely to buy Lafite's wine.
Opportunities provide around the exponential growth of the new target audience, which deviates from Chateau Margaux's traditional target audience. This influx of young wine connoisseurs will definitely provide an opportunity for Chateau Margaux to establish customer retention and brand loyalty, leading to a massive competitive advantage for the brand. Furthermore, Chateau Margaux has engaged in a product line extension for its primary consumers in China by launching a new wine specifically tailored to the Chinese consumer's taste while still holding the identifiable luxury brand identity. This allows Chateau Margaux to establish the brand deep within the Chinese market. Additionally, Chateau Margaux retains a strong brand equity amongst consumers higher than its competitors. By having a strong brand equity, this provides an opportunity for Chateau Margaux to engage in key strategic actions such as a gradual price increase in order to stay relevant with the ever-changing wine market. Moving on to threat, Chateau Margaux has increasingly faced pressure from consumers demanding more action to be done in corporate social responsibility. This has become a new trend amongst consumers in the wine industry, and if not responded to, this will lead to a harsh backlash disturbing the brand. Another threat that Chateau Margaux faces is the greater control from distribution channels. By losing a tight grip on distributors, valuable feedback from its consumers will not be able to reach Chateau Margaux and be acted upon. Profits gained from key strategic contracts will be cut as a result. Chateau Margaux's brand equity is extremely important as it plays a critical part of the brand. By deviating into unnecessary brand extensions such as hotels, this can result in the brand equity being disturbed and the prestige around the brand being lost.
Chateau Margaux's product and management do not focus on the importance of CSR, which could lead them into losing their brand image and loss of a large customer base. Chateau Margaux didn't incorporate the CSR in the manufacturing of their wines, as they have used chemicals to treat their wines when experiencing bad weather. Another practice where they did not incorporate the CSR is when they have used gasoline-powered vehicles to spray chemicals onto their vine, and this could release toxic waste such as CO2 and oil into the atmosphere and could cause serious health problems to the consumers and impact heavily on the environment. Another critical problem is that Chateau Margaux shifted the focus from a luxury wine brand to a more affordable wine for younger adults on their third wine. This could lead them into losing their luxury buyers to competitors, as lowering the price and easy access mean that the wine is no longer a luxury wine that is only accessible in restaurants.
At current, Chateau Margaux do little to position themselves as a company that values CSR. To reduce public concerns, the company should promote the use of sustainable viticultural practices and reduce their usage of fuels, solvents, and insecticides that are harmful to the planet. In the short term, Chateau Margaux can boost their CSR profile by partnering with a company like I Equal Change, a platform that helps brands give back with every sale. The popularity of Chateau Margaux's third wine has resulted in a loss of luxury wine buyers. To combat this issue, Chateau Margaux should separate the company by creating a sub-brand for the third wine. By redesigning the branding of the third wine to be youthful and fun, Chateau Margaux would maintain all its key customers and allow the company to create sustainable growth without cannibalizing the parent brand. A short-term solution to manage unprofitable and fading traditional buyers is to financially incentivize the repurchasing of the first and second wines.
Both solutions have both strengths and weaknesses. It is vital the company employs sustainable practices in order to maintain their position in the market. It would considerably extend the current market they appeal to. Thus, the effectiveness or reward of shifting away from vines that are kept fresher for longer through chemicals would be extremely beneficial. However, a shift to organic wines that are pesticides-free would not come without its challenges, as they would sacrifice the longevity of the wine crops, as without pesticides the vines would die quicker. Thus, the feasibility of producing only organic wine would take a considerable toll on their ability to produce large quantities of the wine, and the way the vines are farmed would have to be reinvented. As a result, the initial stages of the regeneration would be costly and the labour involved would be timely. The company would have to invest money into a new business model plan that would be profitable in conjunction with the new quick turnover of the crops. Also, Chateau Margaux employment of a sub-brand would open an opportunity to reach a new audience, allowing them to build and sustain a relationship with the younger consumers. As such, it is of great effectiveness if implicated correctly. However, it may require corporate restructuring to accommodate the new brand and identity of it. It is also costly to promote and maintain the new brand while equally focusing on Chateau Margaux and its higher-end products. As a result, the new brand extension will require hiring more employees, remodeling of the business plan, and a whole new team in the company to run and create the low-cost wines. Thus, it would require considerable resources and time. Thus, while there are considerable pros and cons to the employment of these business solutions, overall they would provide Chateau Margaux with the power to stay relevant and sustain strong sales in the long term.
To enforce the first solution of a more ecological response, the company should spend 1 month implementing 2 more environmental initiatives into their supply process. At the end of the month, they should release a press statement outlining the extra efforts they are going to become a premier brand in the face of ecological sustainability. The press statement should highlight their plans for ecological improvement, while stating their intent to audit their supply process every 6 months to make sure they are utilizing the most effective technologies. 2 weeks following their press release, they should launch a media campaign, announcing their plan to donate $1 from every purchase to the charity Regeneration International, building off the momentum from their press release. This media campaign should be conducted through social media, utilizing posters and short advertisements promoting their partnership with Regeneration Australia. In regards to the second solution, the company should spend a period of 3 months rebranding their third wine, working collaboratively with Sophie Can-Do Communications, a marketing consulting firm located in France. Their third wine should appeal to the younger demographic, positioned as a more social wine suitable for celebrations and events. A social media campaign should follow the rebranding as it will best appeal to the younger generation. This will create distance between their third wine and the more exclusive wines which they offer. Consumers will subconsciously separate the wines, and the older, more affluent group of consumers will once again feel more comfortable purchasing expensive wine bottles.